wind to go away. I got stuck on me. There we go, sticky bobs. Hello and welcome. I'm not sure how well the sound will be picked up. I'm probably going to have to voice over today's video because again it is quite breezy out here. Now last week there was no video. I spent the week cutting grass and cutting more grass. I am still working. Oh, wind. I'm still working on transforming old grassy pastured meadow into flower garden by laying down cardboard and covering in cut grass mulch. So that's what I spent last week doing when we finally had a break in the rain. Now getting the grass cut around the place is very nice. It makes it look lovely, neat and tidy. But I'm usually more excited about cutting grass because I want the grass clippings. They're a really valuable garden resource, especially at the moment when I'm creating this new garden space. So I've laid down lots of cardboard. It's got sticks stuck in it at the moment just to stop it blowing away until I get that grassy cover on it. I've been cutting the grass out around the polytunnel, laying it on this tarpaulin so I can drag it all to this new bed in one big heap. The system works really well for me and saves me having to run back and forward with the small basket from the back of the mower. I can get a great big amount all at once. So having pinned down my cardboard in the area that's going to be my new growing space, I'm just laying a big thick layer of freshly cut grass on top. Now I'll speed up the video as I continue to cover this cardboard in a lovely layer of freshly cut grassy mulch. In a few months' time, this thick layer of cardboard and grassy mulch will have killed off the grass and weeds growing underneath, allowing me nice new gardening spaces to be planting beautiful plants and flowers into. You can create new vegetable beds this way as well. It just happens that in this particular area I want to create nice new flowery garden spaces. I've been starting lots of perennial seeds that will eventually get moved into this garden space. And for this year at least, I'm hoping to be filling it with sunflowers, possibly lots of nasturtiums too. They're quick and easy to grow and cover lots of ground very quickly. I have of course already filled one of my new beds with last year's dahlia tubers. Hopefully they should give a magnificent display. So now I'm off to cut another pile of grass to dump onto this cardboard and create yet another starting point for a new growing space. So the area I'm working on today, where's my finger, over here, was actually marked out originally as a much bigger section, but I decided it was too large, so I've cut a path through the middle, broken it into two pieces. In the future I can always, once they're settled in and full of plants, if I want to, I can decide to turn that path area into garden space as well. Now I'm going to make a start on the second section for today. First of all, cutting all the grass relatively short. I'm going to gather it up and tip it onto my tarpaulin so I can use that on top of my newly laid cardboard. Gosh, gets a bit bumpy here. My wheels keep getting stuck in a rut. Surprising how quickly the grass box fills up with this long grass. Now I've run out of petrol. I'll empty out the grass box and go and get some fuel. Just standard unleaded petrol for this mower, so that's nice and easy. No mixing to be done. Right, now she's full of petrol, back to work. doing very well with this rough ground and long grass. Now this big lump in the front that you're about to see me kicking is actually the remains of an old ant hill. I'm going to tear it apart and flatten it out. There's no sign of any ants in it now, they're long gone. But this big lump is right in the way of where I want my new garden space. The soil's lovely though. The ants work it into such a fine dusty tilth, it's gorgeous. It'll all break down with everything else underneath the cardboard. I just need to lie it out as flat as I can so I'll be able to cover it. This lump of mud I've been fighting with at the front here is actually an old ant hill. I can't see any ant activity going on, so they've long since left it, moved elsewhere. Right, let's get this covered with cardboard. Now the super speedy task of covering this bed in sheets of cardboard. I generally tend to lay my cardboard around the outside edges and then fill in the middle. The stakes aren't necessary, but as you've heard, it's a bit of a windy day today, so I need them to stop my cardboard blowing away until I get the grass laid on top. I am making sure to overlap my cardboard though. I don't want any spaces and gaps where those weeds might try to push their way through. Where are we? See me? Just. Now I've never left it before. Oof. I've never left it before, just covered in cardboard without the grass mulch on top. But we're due more rain as ever, so I probably won't get back to this for a few days. I'll be interested to see, a few days, a good week I should imagine, depending what the weather does. So I'll be interested to see how things get on with the cardboard exposed like that. I have no idea. As I say, I've not done it like that before. But it's now 6 o'clock in the evening and I'm ready to go in for my tea. So I'm going to pack up all my bits for the day and call it a day. And next time we get a dry spell, I shall be out cutting more grass and covering that naked cardboard and filling in the little patch I haven't quite put cardboard on. Where is it? There. I'm filling in this little patch at the top. I do have cardboard for, but I don't have enough stakes to pin it down. So that'll have to do for today. So from a distance, this section just looks like grassy, weedy mess. But when we get in much closer, you can actually see there's an awful lot of oxeye daisy growing in here. And it does outcompete the grass through the summer. So the grass is slowly getting weaker and not as tall in this area. So in this oxeye daisy bit, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. For this year, nothing. I'm just going to let it grow like I always do. Could dig up all the daisies, weed around their root systems, mulch this area and
replant daisies. It's a lot of work. I think I could do without. So, I don't know. There's lots of daisies. They are out competing the grass, as in we get to see all the daisies. They're still growing, they're doing really well. They're probably weakening some of the grass in this area. There don't seem to be many other weeds in this area. So for now I'm going to leave this section. It'll probably be one of the last ones I tackle. There is a second patch like this, so there'll be two last beds that I tackle in my grassy meadow conversion. Yes, converting it into flower garden.
An exciting bit of wildlife. Some little bird has decided to make a nest in this pile of random pots. And today, for the first time, I see she's even laid an egg. I have put the extra piece of board and a brick on top just to stop the rain flowing in at the front. There are drainage holes in the bottom of the pot she's built her nest in. Even so, I don't want the rain pouring in, poor thing, especially as we get so much of it here. It's right outside the shed, so hopefully she'll be brave enough not to be scared off by activity. If you've enjoyed today's video, click that like button and let me know. Click subscribe and YouTube will make sure you see my next video. Bye for now and thanks for watching. And remember, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.